All right, USG. Welcome back. Here we are, January 6th, Three Kings Day, Epiphany, Reyes Magos, Little Christmas, whatever it is that you want to call it. But we are here and we are going to be talking seeds, garden planting, playing with seeds, whatever it is that you want to call it. But we are here. I have watched an boatload of videos already on the tube of everybody talking about their garden plan, how it went, all this, all that, blah, blah. But guess what? We are here to, I guess, do the same, give our little tidbit of what happened with ours and what we are planning in our near future. So sit down if you want, play me in the background, whatever it is that floats your boat, because we are ready to jump in. As you can see here in front of you, we have 5 of these photo organizers, and they are not full to the brim. Some of them are, but this one here on our left side, the top one is our 2024 to 2025. Yes, it is labeled that. Obviously, we have to relabel it or just keep it as is. I honestly hold seeds tried and true. I don't really throw anything out. We have seeds, if you've watched our YouTube channel, seeds that go back to, like, I think the 16s, the 15s, and yes, I do hold on to them. Yes, I do try to germinate them. Some of them come up, some of them don't. The packages here that you have in the front, and don't mind the plethora of my husband's sneakers. The packages that you see here in the front, those are seeds that I have holes on the tube. One haul is from 2025 when M.I. Gardner was doing his inventory out for the 2025 season, and the other one is his opening shop for the 2026 season. So we are going to be going through those eventually have to find their way in here, most likely on the 2024-2025 season. Those will definitely be planted out this season, and then we will be going through whatever we are going to be putting out in the garden for this year. We have a video out, and I will be making you guys dizzy just a little bit. Nothing is on right now, but we do have a video out, and don't look at my mess. We have a video out on us reorganizing and cleaning this out. That was interesting. I didn't bring you through the whole process because I think that's just why it's redundant, but the grow room is ready to go. The lights are currently off. I do have to roll out the heat mats so they can be straight. We did clean this out off camera. That was actually very easy to do because everything was really in its place. We just needed to kind of just like maneuver things out. It looks better without the the photo seeds because they take up a lot of space, but it is what it is. I have nowhere else to put them because everything else is, taken up. But let's bust into these things and let's see what we have. And while we do that, let's talk about how the season went and let's see what we will be doing in the near future and what we will be using to plant these in, and actually discuss a couple of things that I've been hearing in the internet from some of my major influencers, which I was actually surprised to hear. And that's actually, I mean, I'm not going to say it's controversial, but I was just surprised because I look up to this person. I actually buy my seeds from this person. So I was very surprised to hear that. I get where the person was coming from, but I don't know. Yeah, we'll get into it. But let's prop you guys up because as you guys see, I have my ring light here. I have my other stand here. I'm going to prop you up, turn you guys around, and then we'll just get into it. All right, I'm back. We had an issue. But I'm back. All right, so I think this is going to be fairly easy. And the only reason why I'm saying that is because everything that I already did, like past me did in 2025, will help. Before I used to do like baggies, and I would take that out to the garden, and that, like, would help me for like I feel choked out. um to like transport, blah blah blah, but like this is easy because, like, if it rains or whatever, this protects it, to a certain extent, like waterproof and all that. So does the bags if you close them, but I digress. So this is already sorted out to like what I wanted to plant, and I think what I will plant. So getting these in here will be easy because most definitely I will be planting what's in here. Most definitely. I just want to sort through this to make sure that I want to definitely replant and remember how these did in the garden in the 2025 season. So I will be re-going through this. So we'll be relabeling this, and this will be really easy. Just taking one of these and just re-putting it over here just with a Sharpie, and just putting 2026 on it. That's just, a head memory for me that all the seeds in here that I will be going for the 2026 season. So that is pretty simple for me. So I think that the best way to kind of start this is looking through these seeds just to see what I will be growing this season. The tomatoes will be really easy. I think that I will keep these the same. These are cherries. Let's see. So last year we had the sweeties. We had cherry falls. So let's talk a little bit about, as we like look at these things, right? Let's talk about a little bit about what we have. I have here buy more. So it looks like I'm going to probably have to jump in to the Am I Gardener and, buy more stuff. Unless I already have it over there, which I'm going to remind myself, in between. So definitely keep this one out. This one is the black cherry. Cherry falls. Bing cherry. Peace vine. Large cherry. We always grow large cherry. Seems like I have a few seeds here. Sun gold was definitely going to grow. My major seed suppliers are Am I Gardener, Baker Creek, or rareseed.com, however it is that you guys know them, and Burpee. I might sprinkle in a couple of seeds from Johnny's, but in between, because Johnny and Baker Creek, they are on the higher price. So is Burpee. This one is a Sun Gold, is also the same thing, so I go back and forth, depends. Spoon. And then here we go into some Romas, and I placed them together for whatever reason. So I have the regular Roma. I have this one right here, the San Marzano, a Jersey Devil, and the Ukraine Purple. And it's telling me that I should buy more of these two. So I'm going to sort through these and see which ones I should actually grow from these two, these two varieties. But this is what I started last year. Now, how well did they do? That's that's the thing. We had the bird that I keep talking about. This bird, I've been talking about this bird since 2024. I never had this issue with this bird here. I put him up, him, her, whatever it is at this point. We are heavy posters over on Instagram. Go follow us over there. This year we kind of fell off of all our socials, but we are going to hopefully do better in 2026. We just had a lot of life issues. As we always do, this is what happens. But I put up a post, I think it was 2024, 2023, I don't remember well. And people told me that it was a invasive species. Every year in my garden, I don't know what it is, but I have a problem with a certain insect or a certain something. And that year it happened to be this bird. So every year it comes. Apparently now it is here and it's here to stay. So what I've learned and I've adapted is that I have to, and I know a lot of you are going to look at me and be like, oh my God, you shouldn't be doing this, but I'm sorry, I am going to protect my crop. It's like a lot of people will look at other people and say, oh my God, you shouldn't be spraying, you shouldn't be putting dust on your plants or your brassicas. I don't grow brassicas. I should, but I don't because I hate dealing with the cabbage worm. But I'm sorry, I am going to protect my tomatoes from anything. A lot of people told me to go get a BB gun. I'm not doing that. So what I do is I put a net on my tomatoes. I'm sorry for the birds. I could care less for them. They are an invasive species, so I net my tomatoes until they are big enough that they can protect themselves. And if they decide to take a leaf or two, then that's fine, but they're big enough to withhold or withstand the damage. But when they are seedlings and they are literally topping off my tomatoes, they have to be protected. It is annoying because I have to leave the net on until they are big enough. And then I am literally fighting this net off, or I'm literally just tearing the net apart or cutting it off. But this is what I am doing, unfortunately, so I can protect my seedlings, because nobody's buying, I'm sorry, I don't curse on my channel, but nobody's buying big ass plants to put them out there. So this is where I'm at. This is my life. But I'm doing what I have to do to protect my my plants. So that's the story of my tomatoes. Those are the cherries. Corn, I don't grow corn, but I buy the seeds for whatever reason. I grew corn once. I think I got 2 cobs, and I was like, oh my God, I grew corn in Bronx, New York. I know I'm not the only one that does it, but I know it's doable. I know it has to be grown in blocks. Am I going to give corn space? Probably not. It's more like a novelty, I guess. That's what I'm going to call it if I was to grow it. If I was to grow any out of all these varieties that I have here, I have like Amber Rose is sweet. That's probably the one that I would even try to grow versus like this Golden Bametin or the Glass Gem that I have here. That's probably the one that I would grow if I was to try any of it. It would be from M.I. Gardner. But I don't know. I don't know if I want to try it or give it space in my garden. And just because I am growing in a small space, I am in the city. Like I said, Bronx, New York, zone 7B. I don't know if that really matters. But yeah, I don't know if I would, give it the space, to be honest. So that's like kind of like a no to me, but I try. Once it comes to Brussels sprouts, I tried Brussels sprouts and I've given my hands at it. I had a beautiful plant once, I think, that kind of overwintered, and it was doing beautiful. It never headed, I guess, once it came to Brussels sprouts, but it had beautiful leaves. It was gorgeous, and it was going into the spring, and then I was like, no, I have to get rid of it because, like I said, I can't do that white moth and the cabbage worm. I can't do it. I've done it with the kale, and picking that thing off is just I really can't. This is why I grow my kale indoors. But if I was to ever do it, I mean, the one that I had success with was this one, the Long Island Improve, and it was beautiful. But the seeds that I have right now here, at least in my my new seeds, these are 2024, 2025, are the are from Baker Creek or rareseeds.com. And these would be the ones that I would try if I wanted to, and those I should be starting like, soon if I would want to get anything. Squash. Another one. When I first moved into this house, which was in the story I say all the time for anybody that really wants to sit down and listen to it, I had a beautiful squash here. I think I grew green squash. I think I grew like the crooked neck, which is this one. Which is this one right here, and I grew a beautiful spaghetti squash. Oh my god, that thing vined so beautifully. It was gorgeous. I loved it. So these are one from Johnny's, if you guys can see it. This is Sunshine. I don't know exactly what it is. It says it's a winter squash. And these are more summer squash. This one, I can't pronounce this name. I'm not even gonna try because I'm gonna butcher it. And like I told you, we got the Black Beauty, which is the usual summer squash, the crooked neck, and the golden zucchini, which are like the normal stuff you can get at the supermarket. My hopes was to try to grow it in the fall. I absolutely did nothing in the fall. We've had a couple of surgeries in the background over in the fall, and we was not trying to do anything. I refuse to try to grow anything of this sort in the spring garden because that white moth and the vine borers and all of that stuff, they come out heavy loaded, and we just try not to. The same thing with all these brassicas, once it comes to broccoli, cauliflower, and all of this stuff. I have the seed. I heard that broccolini or rapini and all that stuff is good because it comes to fruition very quickly. I would love to take my hands at it, but my space is like really, really limited. I mean, this is from microgreens, but you can grow it to fruition as well. But my space is limited, and right now I have 2 beds in the front, and I think 2 beds in the back that are full of garlic between hard neck and soft neck, and those are taken up right now until the ending of June, beginning of July, and the rest of the beds, one belongs to saffron and the other one belongs to raspberry. So that tells you right now, like, my space is limited. And we just installed another bed, and that bed is taken over by garlic. So, I mean, even though I gained a bed, I kind of lose a bed. So we don't know. Beets, I will try my hand at again. Every year I try with beets, spring beet, fall beets, and it just doesn't happen. I don't know what I'm doing wrong. I mean, at this point, I think they should be foolproof. So I don't know. I don't know who they're fooling. They're fooling me. They're fooling somebody. But, these are Baker Creek. They all are Baker Creek. I have Bull's Blood, the common one. Golden beets, which my husband and my kids, they all love these. I roast them. I put some garlic on them, and I mean, they eat them up. I can't pronounce this one. And Detroit Dark Red. I do have MI Gardeners as well, but I think they are like all around over here, and they are older seeds. These seeds are for the 2025 and the 2024 season. As I stated, anything in here that's, they're my newer seeds. I can't get my words out. This one's empty. Let's see what these are. Oh, I got a bunch of seeds that just fell out. Viable seeds, which are probably going to go into the garbage. So these are my, and I know I have more of these, so that's fine. I'm not worried about what just happened here. I think you can probably see. I have a bunch of seeds here that just like went all over the place, which is fine. No big deal. I have plenty of seeds. I have a plethora. But these are like my herb seeds that just went all over the place. That's probably parsley. And we have sage. These are older seeds. So it is what it is. This, I forgot where this came from. I don't know how I got this. They all came in like these little packages. So we have slow bolt, cilantro, sage, parsley. I usually sow this outside. Can you see how, look at the state of this. It's in the crevices. I don't know if you guys see it. There we go. It's literally in the crevices. We got oregano. We have basil. What is this? Large Italian. Whatever's left of these chives. I have chives like actively growing outside. Oh no, I think that's dill. I don't think I've ever successfully grown dill. We have another thing of sage here. Celery, which I should be starting like immediately. Mountain mint. I think there's something in here. I can feel some seeds. All right, and then we're gonna get into the nitty and gritty, which I should dump this out. All right, we have lemon mint. We have more cilantro. I can never get to grow cilantro outside. I grow my cilantro inside. I'm not growing that. We don't grow arugula. Basil mammoth. I have grown this, and I dehydrate my basil, cilantro, celery, a free seed, which is more basil Genovese, and we don't grow arugula. I should be starting my my herbs. I can get the words out. I made a mess here, so I'm thinking about the mess that I made versus what I should be saying. And there's seeds everywhere. Literally. Can you guys see that? So I'm leaving that one outside. It's too early for flowers. It's too early for tomatoes as well. Lettuce, I don't do any lettuce outside because they're going to bulk. So that doesn't make any sense at all. But we do have this one here. That one was a free one. I like any lettuce. I do have a couple of videos on the channel letting you guys know I do all my lettuce hydroponically. My favorite ones are romaine lettuce. Anything romaine, anything freckly like this, I love. Salad bowls. This one I love, the Paris Island. These are nice as well. The Merlot is good. The La Rosa is amazing. So I leave all my lettuce inside. Call me bougie if you want to, but I love all my salads hydroponically. But this year we've been having issues with the hydroponics. Not that there's an issue with the actual hydroponic. I think it's just probably too cold for them inside. Freckles, romaine. We've been having. It's not that it's unusual. I mean, I live in New York, so it's cold. Like we have winters. Slow boat, loose leaf lettuce. This one I don't fancy. And then these are spicy, a spicy mix, a mild mixed microgreens. I have grown microgreens in the past, but that was when I had my chickens, and I will grow it for them. What do we have here? So these are the nitty and gritty. Like these are the main staples of the garden. I'm a mean tomato grower. I grow tomatoes between tomatoes and peppers. That is my staple. So here we go. We have the early cascade. I'm not going to pronounce this. I'm not going to butcher it. So I said last year, this one I'm not going to pronounce either, but you guys got it. I grow between indeterminate, determinate. I don't have anything patio. Sweet tangerine. Mighty sweet high bird. Can't be in New York without growing a New Yorker. Marglobe, Bush Early Girl, Grow the Early Girl, gotta grow the determinate, Celebrity, nothing but good things about Celebrity. I think everybody pretty much grows Celebrity at this point. Mountain Fresh, gotta grow me some Jolene. Hopefully I have seeds of these, because if not, I'm gonna have to jump in. Oh no, see, it says buy more. So I gotta jump me into Johnny's and buy some more of that. Hopefully they still have Grand Marshal. I gotta buy me some more Skyway. Galad. I hope I said that correct, but I gotta buy me some more Galad. 42 Day. Mountain Princess. Crimson Prince Sprinter. Tomato. Baby Boomer. Tomato. Duh, is a tomato, right? And that one. I'm not going to pronounce that. I'm not going to butcher it. All right, so I'm going to leave the buy mores in front because once I get off, then I got to jump into Johnny's and see what else is there. The thing with these places is that you got to buy a certain amount to reach the threshold for shipping, and it kind of sucks. The shipping is expensive. Yeah, guys, I'm not holding back this year. Like, it is what it is. If you got to say the truth, you got to say the truth. Or if you feel like it, that's how you feel like it. So those were, I think, the either determinants or like, you know, short and squatty or whatever. Now here I have my slicers, my indeterminates, my big boys. So we got the tried and trues here. So y'all better get ready. This is a long list. And do I plan to grow every single one of them? Yep. Do I got space for any of them? Nope. So this is what we do. This is what we do. This is what we do. My husband goes crazy. My poor husband. He loved me though. All right, so can't try to be a homesteader. Or, you know, like we over here in New York say fake it till you make it, but we ain't faking it. We trying to put that, you know, that word behind us, right? You know, with the sourdough, with baking from scratch, cooking from scratch, you know, trying to get our chickens back. Not in New York, at least, when we move, because here, you know, the rats are bigger than the cats. But, you know, it's crazy. The cats are running away from the rats, but it is what it is. All right, so the Ace 55. Here we want big, meaty tomatoes, you know, to either eat fresh, slice on that big tomato sandwich, which I can taste. All right, I'm not even going to try to pronounce that because, like, it's ridiculous. All right, Black Prince. You got it. If you see all of these things, brandy wine black, if you see all of the colors on these, you can tell Black from Tula that I like a pretty garden. Cherokee purple, everybody grows this. I've been hearing on the videos that, you know, some people are starting to shy away from it because of apparently the cracking and all of that stuff. I'm sorry, this is always going to have a place in my garden no matter how ugly it gets. German Johnson, you know, it's just like the brandy wines. We have a love-hate relationship, but you know, I'll keep one or two in my garden just because. Even if I don't got space, I'll put it on the ground. All right, I'm not gonna try to pronounce that, but there it goes. We got Black Seaman. It's just like this one right here, beefsteak. Me and beefsteak, we literally got beef. Yeah, I know that sounds corny, but it is what it is. We got beef because I grow that every year, and either the plant dies on me, whether it's dampening off, fungus, whatever. I started, it don't make it to the garden. It makes it to the garden. The bird tops it off. I kill it in the garden. It don't make no tomatoes. Whatever it is, we always got a problem. What is this? Anais Noir. This is beautiful. It's not only beautiful, it's delicious. If you are fighting with yourself on what to grow, like, picking out a variety or something, like, please don't leave this one out. Don't leave that one out. Don't leave rainbow out. Don't leave pineapple out. Like, please. Like, I mean, you have to. Bonnie's Best. This one is something that everybody grows. Every homesteader out there grows. So it makes my list, but it's it's an overall red tomato. And it just goes around with everything. Mr. Stripey. Chocolate Stripe. Costalita Genovese, gorgeous. Reminds me of the mushroom basket. And I also grow the mushroom basket. Paul Robeson, last year. This dude came through, but wasn't as big as I wanted it to be. But again, that's also gardener's error because I do crowd my tomatoes. Yeah, watch my video. Yeah, I know what I'm talking about. Hillbilly, yes. Yes, yes. Kellogg's Breakfast. We'll give it another try. Giant Crimson. This one sits right next to the beefsteak. We fighting. Vintage Wine. Mortgage Lifter. It does lift his mortgage. I could tell you that because it comes through. Moneymaker. This one gets on everybody's list as well. Seen it a lot in videos. I can't pronounce the beginning, but the Mennonite. And if they know what they're doing in life, I'm sure they know what they're doing in tomatoes. I can tell you that for a fact. Pink Berkeley tie-dye. I don't recall, but the color, it reminded me of something, so it might have came through last year. We got the Big Rainbow. I'm telling you, those three sit with me. Big Rainbow, Pineapple, and Hillbilly. That has to make your list. I can't. If I had 3 tomatoes to grow, if I was broke, which I am, but if I had no money to my name and M.I. Gardner was still out there and all I had to pay was shipping and $2 per seed, those are the 3 I'm getting. Yes, I said that. Pink Oxheart. We got Giant Belgium. That's another one. But then again, I'm telling you, then I'm sitting here telling you, get all of them. Watermelon Beefsteak, another one. I'm telling you, oh my God, I'm sounding like the singer. All right, these are coming from a Baker Creek company or rareseed.com. Blue Beauty doesn't mean that M.I. Gardner probably doesn't have it. It's just they're just probably coming from over there. Mushroom Basket. Oh my God, this one, Jesus, this one. I put this one in my tomato bed. That's another thing we can discuss. But I put it towards the back and it leans on my fence and it just spits out tomatoes. That's all it does. True Beefsteak or Fiji Improve. Black Beauty. Never gets this color because it probably doesn't get the sun that it needs. That's my fault. I can't pronounce this. These are probably ones that I didn't grow because we're going through Mushroom Basket. Yeah, these are things that I'm probably not gonna grow or repeated. Yeah, these are repeated. Yeah, these are repeated. So these are the ones. Scratch that last one. All right, so these are it. These are it. Oh my word. That's a lot, right? Yeah, that's a lot. So I gotta see if I have the tags. All right. All right. So we got cucumbers. We got too many cucumbers. Cucumbers, we have to go through. This is going to be a long video, guys. Cucumbers, we got to go through. And I will probably, go through it again on a different, video. Just, breaking it down more quicker. With more time. This is me going through it just, easily. Cucumbers, there is a lot. We usually do the Mexican sour gherkin. I'm liking more like munchers, like this little muncher right here from M.I. Garner. I like the seedless variety, so we're doing this Katrina, expensive cucumber. The salt and pepper, I like to pick them very tiny. Most of the time, they don't even make it into the house. Lately, I've been into like the Chinese variety. So we have this China Long Jade. I know I have another Chinese one. I don't know where it's at. I would have to look for it. But I also love this Party Time. I've been influenced a lot from the tube. And listen, they have not steered me wrong. So once it comes time to plant, I will, go over more in depth, once it comes to like the cucumbers. It's still too early for these guys and still too early for the tomatoes. Carrots, I don't know. I've tried my hands at carrots. Peas, I have a bunch of peas. I don't know if I will do any peas. I have like Tom Thumb, Dwarf. I have a couple of packs of those. Beans, I have Dragon Tongue Bush, but I don't know. I've heard from the tube. I watch somebody that heavy influences me that China Bush Jays are good. But I've done beans before and they get attacked by the flea beetles. Oh my word. It is crazy. And where in the world are my peppers? I just noticed my peppers are not here. Watermelon, I don't know. Soybeans, I'm probably gonna do. I just found out that apparently my daughter and my husband likes edamames. Who knew? So this one though it's from 2024, so they might be viable still. So I'll do my hands at edamame or soybeans, potato. Watermelons, I don't think it makes sense. Kajari, I did 1 year. To be honest with you, I either picked it wrong or who knows. This seed is from 2022, so yeah, I don't know where my peppers are. That's really interesting. Don't know where my peppers are. All right, so we'll leave these outside. I have to scour for my peppers. I don't know where my peppers are. That is really interesting. All right, so I'm gonna have to look for my peppers. I don't know where they are. I see eggplants over here, but I don't know where my peppers are. So let's look through these new packages. Yeah, I've seen unpacking of these already, but just really quickly so you guys can see the new stuff. I mean, yeah, I've seen it already, but just so y'all can see what might go out there. We have some peppers here, which is good. I'm gonna need we have, oh God, good grief. Let's see, I have empty, canisters here. So we'll put hot and sweet because I have to eventually find my pepper packages. I don't know where they are. That's interesting. All right, so these seeds are for 2026. And hopefully you guys have already seen the unpackaging. But so yeah, guys know where my headspace is. We have a Purple Beauty. These guys are so prolific. I usually put my pepper plants very close together, high density garden. That's the way that I plant because, like I said, small space, small garden. In my backyard, I have 1, 2, 3, and I can't even count that one, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 9 raised beds. And like I said, one belongs to the saffron. And I do plant in the saffron bed because during the summer the saffron is dormant. So I do use that. I planted a tomato plant there during the summer, so I do use it. So I do a purpose. One belongs to the raspberries, like I said, so I don't use that one. And we will be removing and replanting the raspberry plant somewhere else because my husband feels that the raspberry plant raised bed is too big, and we could repurpose that bed. But anyways, so we have the purple beauty, the lilac, and y'all can see I like a beautiful garden. I do grow some hot peppers to a certain extent, because I like to share my garden with people, not only with my sister. I like to share it with my neighbor, and my husband also takes stuff to his job. So we have a pumpkin spice jalapeno. That just intrigued me. I think this is just novelty. Cayenne orange, cayenne purple, and this says New Mix Joe Parker. This looks hot. Yes, it does say it's stuffing, grilling, or using in salsas, and the Scoville unit of it is between 15 to 2,500. That's interesting. So I've been seeing that a lot of people are starting their peppers in January. Now, hear me out. I ripped out some of my peppers and brought them inside. So I've been overwintering peppers. I've been, I think, half successful. I forgot how many of them I brought in. I don't know if it was 10, 12. Some of them have passed away. So a moment of silence for them. But I think maybe like 5 have made it. So I'll probably take a picture of them and show it on like Instagram, maybe do a video or something and let y'all go know what I did. And maybe y'all could read me to filth on the video and let me know what I did wrong. But I don't know, maybe I'll do it every year, maybe I'll do less next year. But if they kick through, because I can't take them out till May. So we still got, we're in January, so we still have, 4 months still left to go. So we'll see. All right, so tender green cucumbers. I still do like these to just peel and make in salads, but you can pick cucumbers, at any size, as long as, you don't let them go, big and seed. So cat grass, that's generically for my cat. Some marigolds for companion planting. Mountain princess tomato. Yellow corono de toro. Sunray. I was trying to get most of these things that are new to me once it comes to like tomatoes. Again, carrot, I got this one, is short and stubby. Just because I think the long ones were not working. So maybe I might try, to plant carrots out. Oh, see, so the mortgage lifter, I don't know if I had that one that said buy more, but I got it. Blueberries, novelty, pretty, and the blueberry name got me. Pork chop, German pink. I have to look to the back so I can separate them and see if it's determinate, indeterminate, so I can put it in its prospective container. White Wonder cucumber. I haven't grown this in many, many years. My neighbor's kid, when he was tiny, he loved this. Again, I like to pick them young so that the skin doesn't get rough. Pink Berkeley tie-dye. I already said I have this one, so I'm assuming that's a backup. Champagne bubbles. I've heard good things about this. I usually don't like semi-white tomatoes. But last year I grew the oranges. Um, I don't know. Starting to like them. Cayenne long. Didn't I say I already had this? But okay, another one. So M.I. Gardner this year came out with a lot of new varieties, and this one just looks good. The same thing with the whites. I don't like the greens either. He has a green zebra, and I do have the seed, but it's a very, very old seed. I grew it to fruition once, and I was like, when do I pick this? When do I pick this? When do I pick this? A lot of people swear by the green zebra. They prefer that one versus the tomatillo. Where I've tried to grow tomatillos and I like get husk, but I don't get the actual tomatillo inside of it. And a lot of people say I rather grow the green zebra and make salsa with the green zebra versus the tomatillo. So I don't know. We'll see. I might give the green zebra another try, but I don't have the seed. So maybe that'll be like a 2027, situation. Chocolate Beauty Bell. And whatever I have Beauty Bell or purple, I think I'm going to have to throw out those seeds because sometimes what I do is if I have a seed and I have multiple packages, I combine them. And sometimes it's a good thing and it's a bad thing. But between anything chocolate and purple, I'm having an issue. I don't think it's an M.I. Gardner situation. I think it's a me situation. I chose to get Hungarian yellow wax. But I've been sowing that seed, and when I get it out to the garden, instead of getting the chocolate beauty or the purple, whatever its situation is supposed to be, I end up getting this. So somehow those seeds are crossed. So I'm going to have to toss that out. The next one is Mad Hatter. Look how beautiful that is. I'm telling you, I love a pretty garden. The sweet banana. See, you have to put them separate because they look identical. Like, how does that happen? I don't know. Lucid? Is it Lucid Gem? Look at those colors. It's like one of those things. It's like, do I want to eat that? No. Giant Marconi. My husband loves this. Love, 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 love. All right, we have a bok choy, right? No, a pak choy. Oh, same thing. I know. Read me to filth. I know it's not the same thing, but whatever. Red Corono de Toro and the Jimmy Nardello. I mean, my husband eats those things raw, sitting outside. Olive Shades Patio. So is this a patio? It's a determinate. So it says it's determined as compact, produces and flavorful. This variety is specific for smaller spaces and patio gardens. Very interesting. See, I want to put my hands all over the place. Like I want my hands in patio container because I have green stalks. I have little patios in the front like containers. I have raised beds. I have it all. I refuse to grow in garden. That's a choice. Not that I can't, but we'll see what happens. Cilantro to grow inside. Oh my God, Roselle. Jesus. Oh man, I know I'm pulling him from the sky, but this, whoa. Whoa, 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 whoa. Oh my word. My sister was a happy camper. My husband, she brewed a tea for him from this. Let me tell you guys, this plant was beautiful. This tree. I don't know who is. Okay, first of all, let's read this. The roselle, also referred to as Asian sour leaf or hibiscus, I don't know what that word says, is known for its vivid crimson, whatever the hell that says, which encases its seed pods. These have a zesty cranberry-like flavor that leads itself to a variety of culinary use, often used to make refreshing hibiscus tea, and that's exactly what she did. Roselle is prized for its tardiness and vibrant hue, rich in antioxidant, vitamin C, and minerals. It's not only delicious, but it's also nutritious. Let me tell you, This turned into a treat. A treat. It unfortunately got taken out. We had like a windstorm. And it broke it. So we had to take it out. Not that it would overwinter here in my zone. Tomato. But oh my god, that was gorgeous. And I harvested so many and dehydrated it for her. It was delicious. I didn't drink it, my husband did. But I mean, I should have drank it with my autoimmune disease. Casper eggplant. This never comes to fruition to me, but I keep trying. But it was, oh my god, I would grow it just because it's gorgeous. But the ants love it. Oh my god. Carbon tomato. It's supposed to be like the cousin to the Cherokee purple. Goldie. But I can't wait to have that again. Royal paste. It looks like the mushroom. I can't wait to have it again in my garden, that hibiscus, because it's gorgeous. I grew it in the front, by the way. And it just like leaned over. I felt so bad because people were walking by. So I had to like cut the branch off, which was like, oh, broke my heart. Blackout Roma. But it was what it was. This one is just a rebuy. The jalapeno. Gotta grow some jalapenos. Another Paul Robeson is just a rebuy. Giant Belgium is a rebuy. Not that I needed it. Trophy. Old German. Oh my god, look at those. Again, corn, peaches and cream. I think that was a novelty because I think everybody grows peaches and cream. But am I gonna grow it? Probably not. Big Rainbow was a rebuy. This one I don't have. I don't think I brought any of the ones that said buy me. Pink Ox Heart. Ay, ay, ay. Tigerella. I think that's what that says. But gorgeous, though. It reminds me of Mr. Stripey, but the stripes are lighter. And I'm not going to sit here and pronounce that because it looks like it has every letter in the alphabet. So those are the ones that are technically for the 2025. Oh my god. For the 2026 season. These here was when he was closing out his 2025 season. And there are probably going to be some repeats. So things that I probably don't need. Costa Liva Genovese, I can never pronounce that, but she's gorgeous. Mortgage Lifter, obviously I did not need. Lime Basil. I'm not going to try to pronounce that one. This is the one that I just showed you. Black from Tula. Delicious. I remember needing Delicious, but it's in the other bin. Pineapple. Beefsteak. Arkansas Traveler. German Johnson. Hillbilly. I mean, I'm going to do this all off camera. Giant Crimson. Carbon. Ooh, Beefsteak Yellow. I don't think I have in my grow. Firework. So the must grow stuff is going to be coming. So wait for that video because there's some stuff here that was not in my grow for 2025 that will probably be gold mushroom basket that will be in, because I will be doing videos on pork chop on what I am growing as I start everything. So you will be seeing that. Big Rainbow. This is just Mennonite. This is just like what I have and what I might be picking. Persimmon. I may be giving this one a try again. More Pink Oxheart. Mr. Stripey looks different in this picture. Can you see that? Giant crimson, chocolate stripe. We have some Roman chamomile and some lemon balm. Oh, and the German. Roman chamomile is a perennial. And this one is the annual that you have to continue to plant every year. I tried to perennialize it. It didn't happen. So we will try. We have some onions, Walla Walla, red Genevieve, ruby red, white sweet Spanish, red burgundy. These are the stuff that I should be starting now. Green scallop squash, because I heard that the scallop squashes are better than all those green zebras, so we're gonna put that somewhere else. We have sienna glow pepper, diamond bell, lilac bell, mutalo, I can't pronounce. You have all of these beauties. These are gonna be started next month. I see a lot of people starting their peppers now, so I don't know, I'm starting to get an itch. We got purple beauty, but I need to find out where I put my peppers. I can't find my peppers. That's a problem. Oh my God, more Jimmy Nardellos. Sienna Glow, this one's pretty. That one's gorgeous. Cherokee purple. It looks different in this picture, so I don't know. He might have different people growing his stuff. Big, I want to get a big bread bell. This year, I don't know. I think I might. The thing is that I have Ursula. Look at Ursula. I did grow this year, and they literally looked as tiny as this one. They were scary though. And chocolate bell beauty, we have those. Some more jalapeno, some more Ursulas. Anything purple, I was getting some more cilantro to grow inside, some lemon basils. Stevia, I wouldn't know how to do that, and some Mexican gherkin for backup. So that's pretty much that once it comes to that pack. This is a garbage. This was an extra seed pack, but I had to use it because one came open, and this is the Golden Boy beet. So that's what we have here. That's what that pack is. This is garbaggio, and this is all garbage here. We have all of these here. I also have this here. This was the I forgot what the heck this was from M.I. Gardner. I have a review on this. I don't know if it went up or not. I don't remember. If it hasn't, it probably will. Look that up. Spoiler alert, I was not happy with this. But anyways, but you know, it holds stuff. So here I have stuff that I did buy at Dollar Tree. Hopefully it's still viable. This I brought last year. It was supposed to go into the garden and it didn't. I think these things should be going into the garden soon if your soil is workable. I have raised beds and they maintain warm. This week the temperatures are all above 40. So the soil should be workable. I don't know if these things should be going out soon or if they should have gone out like with the garlic and overwintered. I don't know. I know some of my garlic already has sprouted. I think it's the hard neck and then it dies back and then it comes back. Anyways, I digress. So I brought these in Dollar Tree last year and they just never went out. I don't know what this is. I think this came with this, whatever this was, I forgot. But it's a butterfly literally seed pop, and it says plant me. It has instructions back here. I don't know how to do it, whatever. So here we have a bunch of anemones, frisa, double mix. So these are these oh my god, I don't know, I forgot what you call these things, but yeah guys, are these like bulbs or corms? There we go. I apparently have a pack here of okra. We'll be planting those for my mom. Again, I try every year. This past year, I was successful. They grew very, very tall. So tall that I couldn't even harvest these things. More anemones. Like I said, I hope they're viable and they didn't dry up. I don't know how good they look. I don't know. Read me the filth, guys. You know how I say constructive criticism. We'll see. I'll put them in, and you know, whatever happens, happens. I mean, this one looks dry AF. I'm like literally squeezing them, and I don't know. Gladiolas. I tried them one year. They were beautiful and amazing, and then the other one, like I don't know. Or I just might just toss them out and try again. I mean, every year they put them out, but like I mean. Can you hear that? I might just be holding them here for no reason. These are okra that my husband acquired from his job, a co-worker of his. I don't know. These might not be viable. I'm just probably sitting here holding them and wasting space, and I could use this for something else. The anemones, they might be good. Not the anemones, the fresa, but the gladiolas, I don't know. I would hate to put them in there. I mean, me squeezing them is not helping, right? I don't know. We'll see. I might just end up tossing them because they feel really dry. I might just keep these. I might keep the anemones because those look really hard. The other ones, I don't know. The glads. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what we do. But we have a bunch of these things here. Just a bunch of these things. And we have these sunflowers. Tiny little seeds, sunflowers. These are from M.I. Gardner, I think, if I'm not mistaken. And some watermelon, which we're not about to do no watermelon. Like I told you guys. So that's this box here. So yeah, we have a lot of stuff. And then we have our sunflowers, we have snapdragons, we have a bunch of stuff. But like I said, I'm going to take you guys through those videos as I get ready to start everything. I don't want to call it a series. I just want to call it videos that I do. I tell you guys all the time that this is a journal for me, and I just take you guys along. But you know, it's right about that time to be starting onions, to be starting herbs, to be starting perennials like lavenders and stuff like that. I do want to hit a couple of pointers with you guys. So what I will be using to grow my seedlings is this back dough. It's a potting soil. Yes, I'm aware. So I went through Amazon. I went through Walmart, even Home Depot. Seedling mix, potting mix, everything. And I want to give my 2 cents on this. I really do. Not that anybody cares, probably. Nobody cares. Nobody listens to me. I have no influencer. I really don't. I have no ties to anybody, so nobody really cares. I've grown in everything, pretty much. I mean, this is my first time getting back dough. My first time. And it was the cheapest this year for me. I think I got 2 bags. I think I paid $24.99. I got it on Amazon. $26.99 a bag, and this is 50 pounds supposedly. It's upside down because it has a hole on the top. And you know, for everything that it claims is premium potting soil, and if I can read backwards, you know, a general purpose potting soil, indoor and outdoor, you know, containers in bed, and it contains a dark blend of real whatever peat and other materials, whatever. And yes, nothing that you need to start your seedlings. I understand, whatever. You don't need any of that. You know, to start seedlings, you don't need any of that mess. You don't need any nutrients. You don't need any of that. I totally understand. I've been doing this for years. But it was the cheapest because I was looking at seedling soil, which is supposed to be, what is it, is organic and doesn't have any insects, whatever, everything that seedling soil claims it is. But again, it was the cheapest thing because that's pretty much what I was looking for. I didn't need much because, as you see to my right, I have this. This is the Back to Roots Organic Expanding, and now it's claiming to be potting soil, right? It's a premium 100% organic cocoa core. Now, I brought this one in because I brought two of these. I have two small totes outside. I brought these when I was bringing in the pepper plants because obviously I was not going to bring in soil from outside. So when I ripped up the pepper plants, I washed them, rinsed them, and they got planted into this cocoa core versus potting soil. I took a whole brick of this and wet it, and they got planted into this. I have leftover, which is why I brought this. I'm not planning to hydrate this one. I'm planning to rehydrate what I have left over and mix this with what I have left over from the other block. And that's what I'm planning to use for my seedling. Now this guy right here is, let's see, looking like this. Now my thing is, my cat. My thing is that a lot of people are claiming that soil like that is not good. That you shouldn't be using stuff like that because it brings gnats, it brings this, it brings that. Now, yesterday I was watching somebody that's pretty big on the tube. I buy my seeds from the person. I'm not upset at him. He said he wasn't sponsored or anything, but whatever, I digress. And, you want to talk about a soil and you have it in the tote, but you don't want to show what the soil you're talking about, but you want to say that the soil that you use is really good, is this, is that, but that soil you want to show the name brand of. Which kind of, it's like, I don't know. That was a little annoying to me. But like I've used not every soil underneath the sun. I can't say that. But this is the first time I used Bacto. I've used Back to Roots soil. I've used Miracle Grow. I've even used the Pro Mix that the person was talking about. I've used Sun Grow. I've used a lot of soil, and regardless of whatever I do, I still get the fungus gnat. And it doesn't matter whether it's seedling mix, whether it's this potting, whatever it is, I still get the fungus gnat. And I boil my soil. I like cook it if they allow me to. I will put it on the stove and cook it with water if they let me to. So, because I listen to Gary at the Rusted Garden and, I boil water, I put it in there, I let that cook. I mean, you see steam come out of it. And I mean, you're still going to be susceptible. It's just, it is what it is. I think that no matter what you get, whether it says organic, whether it says seedling mix, it has no life to it, you're still going to get it. I think personally, that's just me. That's my experience, and that's what I'm going to talk on. It could be whatever it is. I don't care what brand it is. The brand that the person had was Pro Mix, and that has the mycorrhiza. It has all this. It has all that. I've used it. I love Pro Mix. I love Pro Mix. If I could have gotten my hands on it, I would have. But that brand with that high quality is a pretty penny. I can't afford that. This was the cheapest. And again, I'm just talking on my experience. I'm talking just for me. You know, it's just, it is what it is. But this works for me. This is working for my season, and this is what I'm going to use. And then eventually I get it back out. If I get fungus gnats, I treat them. I have mosquito bits. I've seen people either either mix it in the soil, which I don't know if that works 100%, because the best way is to actually work the mosquito bits or soak the mosquito bits in the water and then water it. Because that's how I use it with my plants upstairs, and those are house plants. And that usually pretty much takes care of the problem. And then you have your little sticky baits. Nobody wants to deal with it, but it is what it is. So that's usually how I deal with it. But other than that, this is it. So that's what I will be doing. That's what I will be using to start seeds. I know that was my little rant. Sorry about it, but that pretty much that tickled me. That tickled me, and I feel like I had to say something. But again, nothing against that influencer. I love him to death because he gives good seeds. But I just felt like I had to say something. But now I have to order. I have to put these in order. I have to figure out, I'm going to grow every single one of those. But I have to figure out where my pepper seeds are, because I don't know where my pepper seeds for the 2025 season are. And I have to get this in order. And I will be bringing you guys videos of... It's not going to be a step-by-step, because I've already done that, and there's plenty of videos out there on how to water your soil, how to get the moisture in your soil, how to compact your trays, how to this, how to that. I'll probably bring you in and out, but I will bring you in on what I'm growing, how I'm growing it, and stuff like that, because like I already said, this is a journal for me on how the years go. And I just bring you guys along with me because you guys are my friends, right? But other than that, guys, this was just an opening on the chaos that I have of seeds. And I just wanted to bring you guys along. So as usual, guys, smash that like button and fertilize the subscribe button, so YouTube knows that we are apparently doing something good. And as usual, we will see you guys on the next one. Bye for now and stay blessed.